Telepathy is the ability to recognize the unseen communication happening within everything. Beyond the realms of people, we take notice of our connection to spirits, elements, and stars. And many of the lights and colors surrounding us hold information. Every sentience is willing in and out the breath of life, joining together feminine and masculine energies in a toroidal field, also known as the aura. Scientists have recorded instances in Kirlian photography and in more recent times, aura photos, which I have taken myself. And in special instances of high frequency, you can see this yourself, how we're held together by codes and shapes that morph. He said, "You'll know the truth, that there is no spoon, only yourself." And leaning into your telepathic abilities, you'll learn that you are all the elements and that you are capable of every and anything among the stars. Wild, beautiful, glorious things. You may even step into the glory of your own power. And discover that anomalies taking place are part of your frequency. And that part of these whispers in your ear, they have names, and that they've been waiting for you to learn how to listen and for you to learn how to speak back. And so it is important to understand your patterns in speaking to yourself, to know when the other is speaking, and to know who you are and your intention for being somewhere and being something, while there is another being something somewhere.
Ten of diamonds.
Look, inside, right? Check this out. One card
Yes.
is different from all the others, right? If you did this right, I mean, I don't know what your potential of move here. Look at that card, see what it is.
That is unbelievable.
Did David Blaine pre-record this experience using telepathy? Or is he telepathically in contact with other beings?
Let's make this happen. Okay, keep looking at her. You know? You got it? You have it in mind? Here.
Is it something like Turkish delight, angel delight?
Yes.
And do the sentimentalist mimic and parallel in these abilities? From mentalisms to channeling to Reiki healing, we come together telepathic. Our emotions bond our physical form like glue. And we can physically see this in sciences like cymatics. In this next Zen practice, get cozy with your inner cymatics. The Zen state is a neutralizing state, also called 0 point energy. It connects you to dark matter and the feminine aspect. This state of being absorbs and reads frequency, recognizes it, and can reorganize its space by neutralizing or alchemizing the inner state. Begin by sitting cozy, focusing on your breath and how things feel throughout your body. Any emotions, energy in motion, and thoughts are not fed, though they are acknowledged in this space. And as the input turns off, you also realize the space between you and other to be better discerning when becoming telepathic and intuitive. In this next practice, we will be collecting light codes. These light codes will be reorganized through your personal Zen state and later projected to create very particular holograms. Some of these resonating frequencies may even unlock memories from long ago. And in this way, you are primed to paint with everything you know and anything you can imagine, meeting any limit you only put upon yourself. This sun meditation allows you to get into the masculine aspect, which is a projective and active electric energy. This brings a recognizable image to the magnetic frequency, using thought streams to move the deep intention into particulars. Begin this practice by finding yourself facing the sun. Any light source will do, and if you find that it is cloudy and overcast, you can still absorb light codes straight through your intentions. As you gaze into the third eye space connecting to the light you see, it intensifies. You don't mind thoughts, you just absorb the light. Helps connect a physical action to draw in your hologram. And you feel filled with light. Begin cycling through each color. Keep reimagining as this color intensifies. If some colors are challenging to manifest, think about particular objects that hold this color. For example, red apples, oranges, green trees. And for blues, the hues of the oceans and dolphins. And when your own electromagnetic sphere is powerful and strong, you can unite in an inner divine union of masculine and feminine strengths, yielding your own personal toroidal field. As we pause before projecting again and playing with all received input, we must recognize why grounding is so important. In grounding, we orientate a focus within a space to deepen our communication and connection to the surroundings, the elements, and the purposes within that. The spirit is then ready to experience what the world is. To ground, recognize that you are a self and that others are selves, others including trees, animals, materials, minerals, and crystals. And between worlds, you feel yourself and you feel others. Thoughts and emotions, images come. The next best way to ground is to go into the physical world, touch nature, and accept what is around you. Accept your shared need and desire for food, water, and sunshine at times. Various forms of protection are used to hypnotize the self away from fear. Fear in believing that the spirit has demise, and the spirit is eternal. Are gods and children of the Most High. All creations are accounted for. For this next exercise, sit in a meditation pose and visualize a mirror-like substance. This material can neutralize any energy it touches. It can be absorbed for future use, and it can also be reflected back. As these intentions strengthen, a simple feeling is all it takes for a shield to suit you up within seconds. While mirror shielding focuses on knowing space itself, color shielding practices knowing the elements within and yielding those assortments of abilities. Anything imagined is real. For example, someone really not hearing any of your sound waves because their spirit doesn't resonate. This is why some may resonate to the intensity of crystals more than others. It is about sensitizing the self. In future tensing, a light is projected as a mental railing to guide a concept of reality. Readers channel information based on current energy states, which could always be changed, meaning outcomes could always be flipped into a positive state. As you sit in meditation, imagine all the lights around you, all the colors, and imagine what you may want to wear in the other realm. Perhaps these light form, and you're not human. Take notice of the form you lean into, and take notice of the abilities that you wish to test, turning all these elements into something. And if you need structure to lean on, imagine some of your favorite characters that you relate to, and what makes them so powerful and great, so that the mirror is held up and in the other realms you recognize the greatness within. You can strengthen the flow between the body and unseen through creative channeling, such as writing, arts, dance, meditation, reading, and empathizing. We will now use this imagination to open a portal and create telepathic connection. Imagine a bridge connecting from your mind's eye to the mind's eye of the other. You can use any conduit to visualize this process, including my favorite, pulling a physical energy line out of my forehead and putting it into the space. You are now in a shared hologram, ready to influence each other through thoughts and emotions, channel information, share meditation journeys, and express elemental abilities. And when you're ready to collapse the portal, for any reason that may be, there are a few methods you can use. The first is to have a deep belief that the hologram is closed or formed to the elements that you want it to be. And when mind meets matter, you can collapse your bridge by visualizing a burning fire, a cord ripping, or my favorite, scissors. In this section, we will be practicing intuition games such as guessing colors, numbers, crystals, and using the world-known Zener cards, which were made public in 1940 with a selection of shapes and colors that psychics and telepaths alike can test their abilities. You will now test your abilities, selecting a Zener card that I have previously selected years before. Focus intently. Choose the first one that pops into your mind, and in a moment, I will reveal to you the answer. If you chose the blue squiggles, you are correct. If not, we have plenty more chances in this rapid fire section. Ready? You picked green. You are correct. Now, pick a number between 1 and 5. If you guessed 2, you are correct. And if you picked lavender, you are correct. Thank you so much for playing. We're all reimagining the meaning of limitations, and we all experience telepathy in varieties, from elemental bending to necromancy to shared manifestations. as we change, our vision of what could be changes.